All right, so our game is looking pretty cool, but one of the things we have not given much attention to is the sprites that we made. So I've got my ship sprite here that I wanted to do something a little bit more with. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the fire and the flames look like they're actually shooting out the back of it, and we're going to make an animation for that. How it works is up here at the top you've got a sprite editor, and we can add multiple frames in here and we can change them, and essentially when I hit play it'll play through all of those frames. So the first frame has something, the next don't, and so it's empty. So it's just like you would animate anything. You know, you think about basic animation, that's kind of how it works. It's like a flip book, and it's going to work in our game, and it's going to animate that as the sprite is playing in the game. So this is going to be an increasingly big part of game making, because you're going to pick different animations for different things. And if you're making a character, for instance, that jumps, he's going to have a jump animation, he's going to have a walking animation. The ship is pretty easy to start with because there's not a lot of different features. But what we want to do first is I want to edit this image, and I am going to take the small brush here and I'm going to make it see-through. And what I want to do is I just want to kind of get rid of the current fire that I have in the back of the ship. So I'm going to do this and just kind of eliminate it so that we can make the fire really cool. And I'm going to show you a trick that's going to speed this whole process up, which is the best part. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is go and grab the rectangle select tool, and I'm going to select this ship. And one of the things that I would like to do is I want to move the ship to the front of the box, because where it lived before was so far back here, I didn't have a lot of room to actually make that flame shoot out the back, and this will give me a little more room. All right, to get rid of the select screen around here, by the way, you just hit escape. That goes away. All right, next thing we're going to do is we want to make a copy of this frame and paste it as a new frame. So we're going to right click on the frame itself and say copy, and then we're going to paste it. And we can just hit Control V as many times as we'd like, and I want to do quite a few because I want it to be kind of a cool animation. And now if we hit play, you'll notice that it just stays and it looks like it's a solid animation there. We could animate all kinds of little different things if we wanted to on it, but right now it's set. Now, one of the cool things that they do in this software is they give you the ability to kind of make animations on the go. So that means if I hit play and I put my mouse over here and I start messing with it, it's going to be animating as I go, which is really great for fire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit play, and it's going to scroll, and I'm going to grab a color. I'm going to grab red, I think. And what I want to do is I'm just going to drag the red kind of around. Check that out. Look at that. We got some fire kind of going. Now I'm going to do the same with maybe a light yellow. Get a little light yellow in there. Awesome. Let's grab some orange. Perfect. And maybe grab a little blue, you know, the hottest part of the fire right there in the middle. We'll just grab a little blue. So it looks like maybe that's kind of coming up through the middle there. Excellent. And you can see how this is kind of a fun process. And what I've done is now I've animated my sprite. It looks a little more like fire. It's going to be really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and pause that. And you can see our animation up here, by the way. And it's playing currently at 15 frames per second, which is just fine for our game. Let's go ahead and hit run. And now watch our ship on our screen. It's going to look way cooler. There we go. We've got our animated display there. It's looking super cool. So now what we just need to do is make some animations for all of our other ships as well, so that everything starts to kind of come together.